Hey, it's Kevin with Juggernaut USA, and today we're going to walk through the Mercedes Sprinter Cat Guard installation. This will fit your 2010 Plus Sprinter. There's some subtle differences for the 23 Plus, but we'll walk through that. We got a 26 behind us, so this will be for the newer installation, but I'll tell you exactly what to do if you got an older style van. So let's get into it. All right, so we're underneath the Mercedes Sprinter here for the Cat Shield install. So this is a 2026, so the 23 to 2026 is gonna have this drive shaft shield on it. If you have a 2010 to 2022, it will not have this. So we have a couple different brackets depending on your year. So we got two of these short brackets with a 45 and a 90. These are gonna go on your frame rail for all years. And then we got two different options, a slightly longer and the same short 45 and 90. So for the 23 Plus, there's an extra little standoff that's included in this cage. So we're gonna use our short bracket on this bolt. If you do not have this drive shaft cage, if you have a 2010 to 2022, you're gonna use your longer bracket here. All right, so the first step is gonna be installing these two rivnuts on the passenger side frame rail here. So we do provide a rivnut tool. It comes with this gold rivnut on here. We're actually not gonna use that. That's just so you can see the orientation of the rivnut and hold the tool together. Basically, you'll unthread this and put one of our silver ones on there. And how this works is you'll need two 9/16 wrenches. And essentially, you're gonna hold this top part stationary while you turn the bottom part of the bolt head. You're gonna turn that clockwise. And I will forewarn you that this tool, it's pretty hard. It's gonna take a lot of force to compress this rivnut in the hole. And you'll know it's getting tight because the tension will actually get less as this thing compresses and gets tight on the frame there. So it'll be tight, it'll get loosened, and then it'll tighten again, and that's when you know you're done. Like I said, it takes a bit of force. If you wanted to get your own rivnut tool, you can get these on Amazon. You know, they're probably about 50, 60 bucks. We're actually gonna use this just to make it a little quicker. But these guys give you a lot more leverage, and basically you can do it in one pull. So we got two of these, and the first one's gonna go in this hole right here. And you'll just squeeze that till it's tight. That one's installed. And then we'll do this back one. So on the back one, so we got, essentially you got your little cross member here. There's a larger hole, another hole that's got some flanges in it. This hole right here is the hole that we're gonna be using. And so this might be a little tight fit on these, but it should slide right in. Compress that. All right, so now your rivnuts are installed. So now that those are done, we'll move over to the center line of the vehicle here. And the factory bolts here, it's called a external torx. So this is an E18 socket. If you don't have one of these, you can get them at a local auto parts store. Basically, we're gonna be taking apart this bolt and this bolt. I would recommend doing these one at a time. And these factory bolts, they're pretty tight. So you might need a wrench to break these loose. And once they're broken loose, oops, sorry. It's a little tight in here with the model with the drive shaft cage, so as long as you can get a couple turns on that just to break it loose. Can do the whole thing with this. I'm gonna use an impact just to speed it up a little. Alrighty. We're gonna grab our short 90 and 45 here. Put that through here. Get this line back up. That turned a couple threads. Grab our impact. Just make sure that is perpendicular or parallel with this cage here, the drive shaft. So that one's good. And we'll go ahead and final torque these at the end. The front one, you got the 23 plus. This is a little sneaky way to get in there. If you got an extension, you can go over this cross member to get to this bolt. That way I can fit an impact on there. Is a little bit of a tight fit. Leave that there for right now. And then this one is going to be your only one that's a unique shape. Basically, you put this 90-degree bend up on this guy and line it up with that hole. I actually want to move this wire out of the way a little bit here. They should be on all your vans. Go ahead and get that. It's just hand tight. We'll get this so it's perpendicular with the bottom of the van here. And again, I tightened it with the impact, but we'll go ahead and final torque that to factory specs at the end. Alrighty, so we're gonna do our passenger side brackets now. So we're gonna take 2 of our security bolts that are provided, just the ones that go into the rib nut. We're gonna use a little bit of blue Loctite on those, just so they don't work loose on you. Grab 2 3/8 washers here. And then we'll grab our final two short brackets. Just do one at a time here. But put these into our riv nuts that we installed. Just leave that hand tight for now. And then same orientation on the rear riv nut. So the kit will come with a security bolt installation tool for these riv nuts. I'm going to go ahead and use an impact very lightly on these. You don't want to put too much force on these, but just snugging something up here. That'll hold it in place. And do the same here. And we want to get it parallel with the frame. Just snug it up with the impact. And then we'll hand tighten these with the wrench. But now that all 4 brackets are installed, we're ready to get to the skid, so we'll jump into that. All right, so we've got all brackets. We've gone ahead and torqued those all to spec, and we're gonna install our skid plate now. It has a little arrow cut into it, and that arrow will point towards the front of your van. So go ahead, line these up with the brackets. Got our bolts here. This always helpful to have a second hand, or if you got a jack and you're doing this on the ground, which is more than likely. If you got a jack and hold this in place, it's probably the easiest. We'll get a couple of these on, and I'll show you what I'm doing on the last couple. Get one more on here with my assistant. Alrighty. All right, now that that's somewhat held in place, we're using a security bolt with a 3/8 washer, and then the 3/8 washer and the nylock nut goes on the back side of the skid. So, essentially, this, there should be plenty of room to reach around. And get to the last bolt here. Right. All right. Then using our security bolt tool and a 9/16 wrench, we'll go ahead and tighten up all 4 of these bolts, and then your installation will be complete.